Imagine this. You walk through your front door, ready to unwind after a long day. Your partner greets you with a warm smile. Your child runs up for a hug. Your best friend waves from the couch. Everything seems perfectly normal, except it isn't. A cold dread washes over you. You look into their eyes. You recognize every feature, every freckle, every line. But you're utterly convinced they are not who they say they are. You believe with every fiber of your being that your loved one has been replaced by an identical, flawless imposter. This terrifying scenario isn't the plot of a science fiction movie. It's a real, though rare, neurological condition known as Capgras Delusion. Before we dive deeper into this fascinating and unsettling phenomenon, if you find topics about the human mind as intriguing as I do, take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us bring more content like this to you. So, what exactly is Capgras Delusion? It's classified as a delusion of misidentification. The core of the issue isn't about vision or memory in the traditional sense. A person experiencing this delusion can perfectly describe the person in front of them. They remember their history together, shared jokes, and important life events. They have perfect recognition. What's missing is the crucial emotional connection, that feeling of familiarity that tells you, yes, this is my person. Because they can't emotionally recognize their loved one, their brain is faced with a baffling contradiction. I know everything about this person, but they don't feel like the person I know. To solve this internal conflict, the brain generates a narrative, a story to make sense of the disconnect. The only logical conclusion it can reach is, this cannot be my real spouse, child, friend. This must be an imposter, a perfect replica, a doppelganger who has taken their place. It's not a failure of logic in the moment, but rather a logical explanation for a profoundly illogical feeling. The person isn't trying to be difficult or deceptive. They are genuinely terrified and confused, trying to make sense of a world that suddenly feels alien and threatening. Let's break down the neurology behind this. Think of your brain as having two main pathways for recognition. One path is for factual identification. It's like a facial recognition software that says, yes, that face matches the one in my database for mom. The other path is the emotional one, connecting to the limbic system, the part of your brain that handles feelings and emotional responses. This is the pathway that gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling when you see a loved one. In Capgras Delusion, it's believed that the connection between the visual recognition area and the emotional limbic system is damaged or severed. So the what pathway works fine. The brain correctly identifies the face. But the feeling pathway is silent. There's no emotional spark, no sense of warmth or connection. Your brain receives the data. This is mom's face, but gets no emotional confirmation. It's like seeing a photograph of a loved one versus seeing them in person. The photo is a perfect likeness, but it doesn't elicit the same deep emotional response as a real-life hug. For someone with Capgras, seeing their actual loved one is like looking at a living, breathing, but emotionally hollow photograph. The brain's solution to this paradox is the delusion. The real one is gone, and this is a copy. This syndrome often appears after a brain injury, stroke, or in conjunction with neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's or dementia. It can also be associated with certain psychiatric conditions. The experience is incredibly distressing, not just for the person suffering from the delusion, but also for their family and friends. Imagine the pain of having someone you love look at you with fear and suspicion, convinced you are a stranger wearing their loved one's face. It's a heartbreaking situation that requires immense compassion, patience, and professional medical and psychological support. Capgras Delusion truly highlights how fundamental our emotional connections are to our perception of reality. It shows us that recognition is so much more than just matching a face to a name. It's about the deep instinctual feeling of familiarity, safety, and love that tells our brain, you are home. You are with your people. Without that emotional anchor, our world can become a confusing and frightening place. It's a powerful reminder of how intertwined our logic and our emotions truly are. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of the mind. If you found this video insightful, Please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next deep dive. Stay curious and see you in the next video.